Hey guys, I'm making a summer festive crab. So I don't eat crabs because I'm allergic. That's pretty whack. But I'm going to make these because my family loves crabs. And I'm doing this all willy-nilly, just on a whim. So I'm gonna put the phone right here. I don't know if my husband's gonna hold it. But I just wanted to show y'all how to make a quick summer crab mix. So I'm putting that together right now. So I got a lemon here, and let me show you what I got in the pot already. So in the pot, I already have some chopped onion and some butter. And now I'm gonna take my my lemons, and I squeezed the juice of some lime inside there already. And this is really fast because you know, first of all, the crabs are mad because they're about to get cooked. So I'm juicing 3 lemons, sorry, and I juiced 1 lime. I'm doing it really fast. Maybe I can show you guys exactly what I'm doing. I don't know if I'll be able to, but you can see right there now. That's good. So I'm juicing these real fast in this pot. And this is not the ideal pot to mess around with and do crabs with because it's too shallow. You need like a really tall stock pot, but my husband didn't want to get me a tall pot. So I'm throwing him under the bus. Now I'm gonna take a cooled, chilled Corona, and I'm gonna add that to the pot. We don't need it. And I'm going to grab some Old Bay, and I'm gonna put the Old Bay in here. And I'm being very, very generous with the Old Bay because you want to make it kind of nice. And so I would say you got roughly about almost 10 or so, and I'll show you, tablespoons of that Old Bay. And you just want to give it, I'll switch this over real fast. You want to give it a nice stir. And you see it's all bubbled up. That's the suds from the beer coming up. And so the butter, the 3 lemons, the 1 lime, Old Bay, and chopped onion with 1 Corona beer are in this pot preparing for the simmer of the crabs. You can take a little bit of parsley if you want. Put that in there. And that's really just for dress. And you want to dress them when you're finished cooking them too. And I'm going to add some water to that as well. Put some water in the pot. And that's about 1.5 cups. That's another 1.5 cups and 3 cups of water. You don't really want to drown the crabs because you want them to steam. You don't want them to soak like soup. You want it to steam up. And so then I'm going to grab some corn. Give me a second. I'm going to grab some corn for you guys. Corn is a nice addition. I'm going to show you what I would do to it. So you got fresh corn here. Chuck it up real fast. Chuck it, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put it on me, although I look a hot mess. I should have did my hair today, but I didn't. So, oh well. It doesn't matter. Today was a really, really nice day, guys. I ran into a couple of people, and some really nice people called me today. Today must have been Encourage Shawnee Day today. I wasn't really prepared for it, but it was. And so I got a call from Bev from Philly. And Bev got on the phone and she says to me, Shanae, I wanted to get in touch with you. I know you're always busy and you're always doing stuff and people can't get in contact with you, but I needed to stop and call you because I wanted to tell you how proud I am of you and you're doing your thing and all that. And I really don't, trust what I tell y'all. I'm not doing this for accolade. I don't need the attention or anything like that. Although I do believe I probably am an attention seeker, but honestly, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this for that. And so I just cut these because my knife is sharp. I cut the corn into small pieces and I'm throwing that right in there for the steam bath with the crab. But anyway, then I get to the fish market and Jasmine O'Neill goes in there and she actually kind of like brushed it off and whispered, and she said to me, I'm just so proud of you. And then I got a text message and the person says, you know, you really do inspire me and I do want to push for my business and stuff like that, and you know, I'm watching you and it's good to see that you're focused and that you are doing what you're doing and you're still trusting God. And I said, God, you know what? You do things so on time and you make sure that people are in line and in position for encouragement, because honestly, this work can't get done without being encouraged. And I'm not saying that somebody got to walk around blowing smoke on my behind all day telling me how they feel about what I'm doing. It's just that God encourages me to do this when he positions people to say nice things, because people don't have to say anything nice to you ever. They never have to say anything nice to you. So now I got the corn in there. I'm going to show y'all. The corn is in there soaking in that bath, and the corn can soak because the corn takes a little longer to cook. But personally for me, I don't eat a whole lot of corn, but when I do eat the corn, I like for the corn to have like a really nice crunch to it. So I would like to keep that in there for just a second to cook and then pull it right out. So now I'm gonna come and I'm gonna put the crabs in there. Now y'all bear with me because I'm super scared. So these crabs are like super feisty and acting up and being crazy. So thank you, my brother Jay Wright. He bought me these dope Rachel Ray. They are insulated, see that, with all that thing in there? I can't feel nothing. So I'm praying that I can stick my hand in here and it's not gonna hurt. So now I'm gonna grab the crab. I'm gonna put them in there, and they are really, really feisty. I want to show y'all. Look, can y'all see in there? Let me turn it around so you can see how angry they are at me. Look at them. So they're alive. That's 2 dozen. And they are moving around. And that one right there is going to try to attack me. You see him right there? He's very, very pissed off. And so he want to get me. But I'm going to try to grab one. God, please help me. Hold on. I'm going to get my tongs because woo! I'm scared. I'm really actually scared. But so what? Don't laugh at me. It's okay. Shonda, I'm not dumping the bag in there. I'm scared. And the pot is short. So I got to kill them so they don't jack me up. And so that thing is really bubbling. Here goes your live crab right here. See him there? He's mad. We're going to take him. And you see that thing is bubbling. So we are going to place him right in there. It's unfortunate and I do feel bad. It doesn't take long for them to succumb to their destiny, which is to be cooked. And they get pretty darn mad. This one is pissed off. But I'm putting them in there. And it probably is better to like throw them on their back if you can, because then they won't fight and move around, especially if you're not really using a pot that that's not really equipped to have the crabs in it. And they grab onto each other. great lesson, crabs in a barrel. This is what we do when we don't want other people to succeed. We step on each other's heads, we make a big stink, we fight, we carry on, and we try to stay on the bottom. You see that? So we're climbing on the top, but then people are stuck on the bottom and everybody keeps climbing, and we all just really stay on the bottom till death becomes us. So that is not really probably good for us. So I'm putting all the crabs in there, and they're not gonna take long to cook. They need roughly about, I'll say 15 minutes, and that's long. 10 minutes, the best. But because they're uneven and they're all over top of each other, you want to make sure that they all get cooked. What's a really, really good thing to do is to have a top that you can put on it. And you put the top, and I'll show y'all. Put the top on there so that you can enclose them so they can steam faster. But being that I'm not done, I have a lot more to put in there. I'm gonna just keep going, like I said, and putting them in there. I would take Shauna's advice and dump them in there, but I just don't want them rounding all around acting crazy, trying to get out. And my kids are scared to death of them, but they damn sure want to eat these bad boys. They are really, really fighting now. And I kind of feel bad, actually. But what I'm supposed to do? Not cook them? It's all a part of the ecosystem, bro. This is how it works. So I'm just going to keep putting them in there. And I'm putting them, like I said, on their back, because that's easier for me. And I'm letting them cook. And I'm going to keep snatching. That's 2 at a time right there, on their back. Right there. I'm getting kind of good at it right now. Another one on their back. You see that? And the other ones on the bottom are cooking already, so. I know, I would be fighting too. Wellington, I ain't hardly arguing with you on that, bro. Not at all. I would be fighting. Look, they are having a fit. And as you get lower to the bag, the ones that are like hanging out, look at, they start giving up limbs and everything. Like, yeah. Oh shoot.
Oh shoot.
I'm starting.
That's why they moving around. They hot.
They hot. That's a fire. Now they're gonna get out though.
Stop.
That's crazy. You see that?
Go for the top still. Go for the top.
Nah, he's gonna get out.
I'm making a damn mess now.
Get him.
They might get out. They might get out. Now my kids are here, so you know I'm gonna let them hold. I'm gonna let somebody
Mom,
hold
he's moving out
the camera.
This one trying to get off the bag.
He's trying to get out the bag. Oh no! Oh no! We're gonna sprinkle some Old Bay on there because they are bugging out.
Mom, you dropped his leg.
Shut up!
His leg. That's the
Don't let me drop this one on the floor. Okay, so now they're really bugging out.
You need to come with the side. You put one on the floor so I can call.
They're really bugging. They're mad now. And you want to keep layering Old Bay.
Jay is no help. Why? Shy, I'm not doing. What?
Layer Old Bay. Layer Old Bay.
Natasha Green's cracking up.
My
Auntie
kids are
Rita, how you
ridiculous.
doing?
My kids are ridiculous. Nobody wants to help me. Look at homeboy. He is really not trying to let go. Get him.
Oh.
He's gonna get out.
You don't want to die.
Oh.
Whoa, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
He's acting up. Holy crap. So now, you put the top on it.
Yeah.
Put that top on there.
Yeah.
Where's your boogie glow back?
You're gonna let that steam out a little. And you're gonna let that steam. See, now all my kids are all standing here. Everybody want to watch. I'm sweating like a slave. Holy Ghost, Jesus, trying to take me out, bro. So this is gonna steam for roughly 10-15 minutes, and then we'll be ready to take them out and serve them. Along with that, I'm pairing some whole fish. I'm frying some croaker. Ooh, husband. Ooh. I might get some with that. And I'm also making a piece of red snapper for Rayana tomorrow. She will be 18 years old, my baby girl. And I made a vegan dish. Take a look. So my cousin will be here soon. I put some corn and broccoli in a pan. I stir fried it with a little bit of scallion, cilantro, lime juice, butter, salt and pepper, and some crushed red pepper. I stir fried some peppers and onions on the side, and that is the smart ground crumble that I use when I do the vegan dishes over white rice. So he that because that is the bomb, and it's like fiesta kind of like. So that'll be done soon. And hey, my birthday is tomorrow. Your birthday's tomorrow. Get out of here. Are you gonna be at work tomorrow, Mr. Pierre? Let me know where you gonna be at. I might be able to hook a brother up. So what was I saying? I'm hot. I'm sweating. Let me turn this light off because that's really annoying. That should be better. Oh, you can turn that off, babe. I'm good. So I just told him I'm good. Anyway, so that'll be done in a few minutes. They'll be able to enjoy that. I'm gonna fry some fish. Everybody that wants to come to the fish fry that We Are Ladies First is having, they'll be doing it with me here at my house. It'll be in the yard. It's July 22nd from 12 in the afternoon to 7 p.m. and it is an excellent cause to raise money for their organization. They do stuff all the time throughout the school, throughout the entire year for the young ladies here on Staten Island. And to be honest, they're not just limited to Staten Island. They also do stuff for people all over the place, because I actually recommended that a young girl get a prom dress a couple years back, and they gave that to her, and she was in Brooklyn. So if anybody's interested, inbox me, text message me if you have my phone number, DM me on Instagram, Shawnee Dixon on Instagram, Say Grace on Facebook, and also Shawnee Dixon on Facebook. You guys already know you're on Facebook, so you guys can inbox me if you're interested. And somebody said Lyle said his birthday's coming. So Lyle, if you want to have me come out to Vegas, why don't you put some work in, bro, and get me to come out there and do something for you. So other than that, I'll show you guys the end results of this video when these crabs are done. They're actually almost done, because like I said, look, they're pretty much done. They're not moving anymore. There's no movement. I'll turn it around. There's no movement there, and they've turned pretty much almost red. You'll know that your crabs are all the way done when they're bright red. That's bright red. So that crab is done. You don't have to really shift them around. When you go to place your crabs on your paper or, you know, on the table, wherever you're gonna have them, you know, just dump and then apply your sauce later on. And you can use that sauce down there if you want. Melt a stick of butter, add a little bit more Old Bay if you like, and then you can use that as dipping sauce as you continue to break up your crabs to pull your meat out and get that out. So these are like done. So I'm gonna give them just a few more minutes because a couple of them still had the coloring on there, and you can't serve those if they have the blue coloring. Also, just a tip for you guys that do like seafood and that eat shellfish: if your shellfish dies while you have it, if you go to the store and you pick up crabs, a bushel of crabs, and you have those crabs sitting in that bushel or that bucket or the bag and they're dead, I personally would suggest that you don't eat them. Once they're dead, they are no good and they can get you sick, and nobody wants to be rushed into no hospital because you were too greedy to throw it out. So make sure you buy enough just in case. Don't keep them in the heat Make sure that you bring them straight home. Don't leave them in the car. Put them in the refrigerator if you're going to store them, if you're not going to cook them right away. Or just have them in a room temperature space where they won't get out. So that's just my tip for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. It was something done spontaneously. We're having seafood today for dinner, and I felt like I needed to share the small little recipe for a crab boil or a broth in order to steam your crabs. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I am encouraged by every single one of you. I'm truly grateful for you. If anybody ever needs anything from me, please reach out. Let me know, and I will do my best to support and encourage you. Have a nice night and enjoy.